Okay, so good morning everyone. So we are the group 7 and we're going to discuss or present the module 3, which is the nature of performance-based assessment, lesson 1 to 3, meaning and characteristics, types of performance tasks, and strength and limitation. So the presenters here is truly Richie Batallones, Kyle Ernie Rayo, and Lodan Molina. Okay, so let's proceed to the introduction. In this module, you will learn the nature of performance-based assessment, its meaning and characteristic, types and its performance tasks, and strength and limitations. Here are the learning objectives or learning outcomes of this lesson. First, define the performance-based assessment. Second, identify the types of performance tasks. Third, differentiate the strengths and weaknesses of performance assessment. Okay, so let's proceed to the meaning and characteristic. When we see performance-based assessment is one in which the teacher observe and make a judgment about the student's demonstration of a skill or competency in creating a product, constructing a response, or making a presentation, according to Macmillan 2007. In this assessment, the emphasis is on the student's ability to perform tasks by producing their own authentic work with their knowledge and skills. In other words, the teachers assess the student through performance. So, gina-assess ang teacher ang student through performances. Performance-based assessment or PBA is an alternative form of assessment that moves away from traditional paper-pencil tests. It involves students producing a project, whether it is an oral, written, individual, or group performance. The students are engaged in creating a final project that exhibits understanding of concepts they have learned. Type of activities that best exemplify performance-based assessment include writing a research report, solving and conducting experiment and investigation, return, demonstration, speech, role playing, constructing and implementing seminar plan or creating video presentation. So, performance-based assessment involves the example of performance-based assessment are role playing, demonstrating, reporting. So, sa mga tanong niya mga activities or performance, gina-assess na siya sa teacher, ginagaan sa grades ng teacher based sa performance. So, wala gagamit sa during assessment, wala na din-involve ang paper pencil test. Okay, so, some performance assessment component, content that genuine performance assessment must possess at least 3 features. So, may ara na tatlo ka features ang performance-based assessment. First, multiple evaluation criteria. The student performance must be judged using more than one evaluation criterion. So, sa performance-based assessment, si teacher, naghihimo siya or nag-prepare mismo sa criteria para mag-grade at hatakan niya mismo sa grade ang student based sa criteria na iya prepare. So second, pre-specified quality standard. Each of the evaluative criteria on which a student performance is to be judged is clear, explicated in advance of judging the quality of student performance. So sometimes, si teacher, naghahatag siya ng daan sa criteria sa student in order to the student ma-meet niya criteria naging prepare ni teacher para makuha siya si grade na tako or mataas ni grade. That's why sa performance-based assessment, criteria or rubrics is very important. Next, judgmental appraisal. Unlike the scoring of selected response tests, in which electronic computers and scanning machine can, once programmed, carry on without the need of humankind, genuine performance assessment depend on human judgment to determine how acceptable student performance really is. So that is the 3 performance features, three features of performance assessment proponent. So multiple evaluation criteria, three specified quality standards, and judgmental appraisal. Okay, so let's proceed to the types of performance tasks. The main objective of performance tasks is to capture all the learning targets which shall be aligned with the teaching and learning objectives, activities, and assessment. Thus, the focus of performance-based assessment is the final output. So, gina-focus dito no, sa performance-based assessment is the final output. Just like sa mga project, portfolio, role-playing, everything nga, ginagamitan mismo ng isang student sa effort or gina-perform mismo sa student. This could be in a form of problem solving, demonstration, task, and other authentic experiences that would influence the thinking process, skills, and product required for performance tasks. Below are some example of performance-based assessment tasks. So here are the types of performance-based assessment. First is the solving a problem. Second, completing an inquiry. So solving problem, critical thinking and problem solving are important skills that need to be sharpened and developed by the learners. Picture may include activities and make sense of complex, authentic problems or issues to be solved by the student. This helps the student become independent thinker and learners for life and help them meet the challenges of 21st century. So sa solving problems, si teacher naghahatag sing is a very one of the examples of solving a problem sa major in mathematics, sa math subject. No, solve na ang students sa solving sa mga numbers. That's why needed the student magamit sa iyang critical thinking. So not only sa mathematics but also sa mga situation, any subject nga tackle about sa mga problem or issues. So in order to solve that kind of issues, students will be able to need to use their critical thinking. Next is the completing an inquiry. An inquiry task is one in which the students are asked to collect data in order to develop their understanding about the topic or issues. Example of inquiries include science investigation, research-based activities, and etc. So, completing an inquiry, more on investigation and research. So, include man siya sa performance-based assessment kahit student nag-conduct siya sa mga research or investigation wherein hands-on student gamit sa mga sa iyang ability to solve a specific problem or to investigate some research or survey. Next is the determining position. It is the third type of performance-based assessment or performance task. This task requires students to make decision or to clarify position. Case analysis and issues-related activities or debate are some examples of this task. So sa determining position, one of the example of determining position kung belong siya sa performance-based task or performance-based assessment, guys. One of these example is the debate, no? Sa debate, ginagamit ang debate, ginagamit ni teacher as activity para ma-determine niya ang capacity or ability sa isa ka student. So, ginahimo nila ang performance sa mga student, no? Pero gagamit na sila ng criteria. Next is the demonstration task. So, hindi ko napalaan ang demonstration task. When we see demonstration task, sa science, one of the examples ng demonstration task sa science subject is, gagamit kita sa mga demonstration ng mga ga-demonstrate kita, no? And also sa reporting and sa next year sa amon nga teaching internship ga-demonstrate gamit kami ginimo or ga-perform kami sa ginatawag na demonstration. Next is the developing exhibit. Exhibit are visual presentation or display that need little or no explanation from the creators. An exhibit is offered to explain presentation or show something. Classroom application include exhibit or best work, pictures, painting, project, or even the portfolio. So sa developing exhibit naman na din na-include ang mga portfolio. Next is the presentation task. This is a work or task performed in front of an audience. Storytelling, singing, dancing, musical play, or theatrical acting, or some presentation which demonstrate presentation task. So during our high school, gagamit kita sa MAPE, ka-perform kita sa mga dancing, no? And also sa English is a storytelling. Next is the number 7 is capstone performance. These are tasks that occur at the end of a program of study and enable students to show knowledge and skills in contexts that match the world of practicing professionals. These tasks include research paper, practice teaching, internship, or on-the-job training. So, ang OGT din na-include sa number 7, which is the capstone performance. Okay, so ano to siya? Ang pito, ka-type sa performance task. The solving problem, complementing inquiry, determining position, demonstration task, developing exhibit, presentation task, and capstone performance. Next, let's proceed to the strength and limitation.
Please start.
Okay, so the strength and limitation will be present or will be discussed by Reggie Patagones.
So strength and limitations, as we explore the nature of performance assessment and examine the different types of assessment tasks, several authorities discuss the advantages of performance assessment over other assessment. Number 1, performance assessment clearly identifies and clarifies learning targets. Number 2, performance assessment allows students to exhibit their own skills, talents, and expertise. Number 3, performance assessment advocates constructivist principles of learning. Number 4, performance assessment use a variety of approaches to student evaluation. Number 5, performance assessment allows the teachers to explore the main goals and process of teaching and learning process. Next, true performance assessment offers several advantages over traditional objective assessment procedures. They have some distinct limitations as well. Number 1, development of a high-quality performance assessment is a tedious process. Number 2, performance assessment requires a considerable amount of time to administer. Number 3, performance assessment takes a great deal of time to score. Number 4, performance tasks score but may have lower reliability. Number 5, performance task completion may be discouraging to less able students. Next, we proceed to the summary of strengths and weaknesses of performance assessment. Here are the strengths. First, integrates assessment with instruction. The weaknesses, reliability may be difficult to establish, and learning occurs during assessment. And the weaknesses is the measurement error due to subjective nature of the scoring may be significant. Provides opportunities for formative assessment. The weaknesses is inconsistent student performance across time may result in inaccurate conclusions. Tends to be more authentic than other types of assessments. Then the weaknesses is few samples of students' achievements. More engaging, active involvement of students. The weaknesses is requires considerable teacher time to prepare and students time to complete. Provides an additional way for students to show what they know and can do. And the weaknesses is difficult to plan for amount of time needed.
Now, here are the key points exemplified the performance-based assessment. First, performance-based assessment is one in which the teacher observes and makes a judgment about the student's demonstration of a skills or competency in creating a product, constructing a response, or making a presentation according to Macmillan 2007. So according to Rina, ang performance-based assessment is creating a product, constructing a response, or making a presentation like our portfolios. Then, next is a performance-based assessment. It's an alternative form assessment that moves away from traditional paper and pencil test, according to Furman 2005. It involves students to produce project, whether it is an oral, written, or group performance. So, according to the performance-based assessment, ating mga group activities or mga group performance is one of an example of performance-based assessment. Next, types of activities that best exemplify performance-based assessments include writing a research report, then solving and conducting experiments and investigations, rhetoric demonstration, speech, skit, role-playing, constructing and implementing seminars plan, or creating a video presentation. So those are example or types of activities that best simplify the performance-based assessment. Next, according to Lin 1995, stated that the performance-based assessment provides a basis for teachers to evaluate both the effectiveness of the process or procedure used. Example, approach to data collection, manipulation of instruments, and the product resulting from performance tasks. Example, completed report or results completed artwork. So, ang artwork is an example na sa performance-based assessment. Next is genuine performance assessment must possess at least 3 features. So, ang performance-based assessment ko naman is mayroon siya nga 3 features. So, first is a multiple evaluation criteria. So, ang atong mga finished products or atong mga projects is may nasunod siya nga criteria or criterion. Then, next is pre-specified quality standards and judgment appraisal according to PUPAM 2011. Next, the performance task could be in the form of problem solving, demonstration, developing exhibits, presentation tasks, and other authentic experiences. When we say exhibits, is our finished projects like mga portfolios, atong mga thesis. That is an example of performance-based assessment. Next, we proceed to the first activity. Here is the direction. Identify the nature of assessment-based assessment and creating a win-win as a graphic organizer. The words here is performance-based assessment. So, meaning pagtao natin ng, kumbaga, ibalog natin kung anong mga possible na exemplified sa performance-based assessment. First, it is a form of problem solving, demonstration, developing exhibits, presentation tasks, and other authentic experiences. Second, creating a product, constructing a response, making a presentation. Next, the performance-based assessment is an alternative form of assessment that moves away from traditional paper and pencil test. Next, the performance-based assessment, it involves students to produce project, whether it is an oral, written, or group performance. Next, performance-based assessment, it is a written research report, solving, and conducting experiments and investigation, return demonstration, speech, skit, role-playing, conducting and implementing seminars plan or creating a video presentation. Next, performance-based assessment provides a basis for teachers to evaluate both the effectiveness of the process or procedure used. Next, performance-based assessment possesses at least 3 features. First is the multiple evaluation criteria. Next is the pre-specified quality standards. And last, judgmental appraisal. Okay, that would be all my part. And the next activity will be presented by Eric Articolo.
Start.
Okay, so let's proceed to the second activity, letter B. Direction. List down activities which are considered as a performance-based output. From the list you have made, what do you think are the competences to be accomplished? What assessment procedures were done by the instructors? Okay, so here are the first activity. Storytelling. Competences. The students are expected to develop their communication skills, facial expression, in delivering a message to the audience. Emotional intelligences is also expected to the student to develop. When you are performing storytelling, you're aiming to evoke emotion and connect to the audience. The assessment procedure, the teacher will provide a piece to the student. And also, to assess the activity, the teacher will also provide a rubrics for scoring so that the student will aim to meet the rubrics. The second activity is performing a dance in PE subject. So, ano ba ang competences nga need i-accomplish sa isa ka student? The student will develop talents and skills in dancing. No, dapat ma-develop sa student ang iyang skills when it comes to dancing. And also, they are expected to put emotion and facial expression when performing. So, mag-perform ka dance, hindi lang ikaw ga-dance, kundi you are also using your emotion and facial expression. So, what are the assessment procedure na dapat i-perform isang teacher? So, the teacher will invite judges to assess the performance of the student. Next, to assist this activity, the teacher will give criteria for judging. So, need some teacher mag-create or mag-prepare some criteria para ma-assess niya din ang performance ng isa ka student or mahatagaan niya sa exact na grades. So, next is the case study. The student are expected to develop their critical skills, problem-solving skills, and communication skills, and also the collaboration. Sa case study, one example of case study are the research. No? So kung research kita, gagamit kita mismo kung ano ba lang competences nga i-develop sa student. So first is the critical skills. No? Maghimo kita case study or mag-solve kita sa mga research, mag-ubra sa mga research, ginagamitan ta mismo sa critical thinking. And also the problem-solving skills naton, and also communication and collaboration. So ano ba ang procedure na needs na himuon sa teacher? The teacher will prepare a study and the student will create a feasible solution to address the problem. And also, to address this activity, to assess this activity rather, the teacher will provide a rubrics for scoring. So also same, no? Ga-prepare gyapon si teacher sa rubrics. Next is the debate. So debate is one of the example of performance-based assessment or performance-based output. Ano ba lang competences na need ma-accomplish ang student? The student are expected to increase their confidence, poise, and self-esteem. Communication skills and critical thinking are also expected to develop. So mag-debate kita, no? Ang communication skills yun ang ina-develop kay It is a very important. So, ano ba lang ang procedure ganit nga himuon sa teacher? The teacher will set a team for his or her student. The student will gather information, evidences, and examples that can support to their topic. The teacher will provide a room for debate where the student will focus and comfortable. The last one is the demonstrating the earthquake safety and procedure. So ano ang dapat i-accomplish ng competencies ng student? The student are expecting to develop their knowledge regarding for earthquake safety and procedures. They will also expected to enhance their communication skills, confidence, and creative thinking. And here are the procedures that the teacher needed to prepare. The teacher will conduct an orientation regarding to the earthquake safety and procedures so that the student will have an idea on how to demonstrate. And also the teacher will provide a script that contains all the safety and procedures. And also the last one, the teacher will provide a rubrics for scoring. So next. Okay, that would be all to my part. The next presenter will be Mr. Lodan Molina.
So let's proceed so let's proceed in our next activity. And here is the direction. As a teacher education students, think of a subject you plan to teach and make workable tasks which are applicable to your teaching situations in the different type of performance assessments. So the types of performance task is demonstration task, and then here performance task to be undertaken is revealing and showing the parts of the plans. And the workable task, or authentic, the teaching method used to prepare the real plans to show the plans, poster, and PowerPoints. So, solving problem, conducting an actual research to solve a specific problem or issue. Workable task, gathering information that can support and solve for choosing problem to your research. Critical thinking, creative thinking, and problem solving skills are involved for working this task. So, demonstration task, demonstrating an important topic and that relates to the subject that you teach. Example, to demonstrating the parts of the microscope. And then preparing a microscope that you can use to demonstrations. Prepare a PowerPoint presentations that contain information about the microscope. And the presentation task, presenting the solar system in the front of your students to share knowledge and enhance the creative thinking to his or her students. Prepare a PowerPoint presenting a poster and videos that showing the solar system. That would be all my parts of my activities. And the next reporter is Kyle Ernie Rai. Thank you.
Go.
So I am the last reporter or discuss presenter. I am Kyle Ernie. Our next topic is all about plus and minus intersecting framework. Write down the pluses and minuses of using performance-based assessment. Plus it means advantage, while minus it means disadvantage. Plus, example, clarifies the meaning of complex learning for targets and authentic context. The disadvantage or minus require a considerable time to construct, complete, and score. Intersecting To what extent does performance-based assessment measure the level of authenticity? So here is my own example for this plus-minus intersecting framework. Number one, sa plus, more engaging, active involvement of students. So, dre sa advantage of performance-based assessment, more engaging sa mga students, balik na collaborate sila din. Sa minus, or the disadvantage, requires considerable teacher time to prepare and student time to complete. So, enable to do performance-based assessment, dapat may time nila siya, may time nila, require siya ng nakuha time para mag-ubra sila na mga assessment. Intersecting, at what extent does performance-based assessment measure the active involvement of students? Number two, provides additional way for students to show what they know and what can do. The minus says, difficult to plan for amount of time needed. So, ang isang mga disadvantage is difficult to plan for amount of time needed. Siyempre may time limit mamagputan sa isa ka performance-based assessment. Intersecting, in what way does performance-based assessment show what students know and can do? Number three, forces teacher to establish specific criteria to identify successful performance. Minus says, inconsistent student performance across time may result in inaccurate conclusions. And intersecting, in what way does performance-based assessment establish specific criteria to identify successful performance? Number four, sa class, integrates assessment with instruction. So, integrate siya assessment with instruction. Mag-conduct sa performance-based assessment. Ang minus says, measurement error due to subjective nature of the scoring may be significant. Siyempre, ang maubras yan sa mga scoring, mga teacher mo lang, siyempre, isa may error bilang nakakatabo. Intersecting, in what way does performance-based assessment integrates with instruction the assessment? Last number is number 5 sa class. It can be adapted for all ages, groups, making it versatile tool for assessment. Minus says it gives stress and pressure. Intersecting, in what extent does performance-based assessment measures the versatile tool for assessment? That would be all for my part. Thank you for listening, and that's all.